Welcome to creative writing, creating interesting characters and making monsters. In this video, I will go over how to create interesting characters and how to make monsters. Grab a blank sheet of paper and let's get started. When you're trying to create interesting characters and making monsters, these questions might be helpful. What is your favorite character or monster? It could be from a TV show, a book, or even a movie. Why do you like them? And what makes them interesting? Now let's take a closer look at creating characters, and then we're going to look at making monsters. So when you're creating your characters, you can get inspiration from well-known characters like Bambi, Sebastian, Belle, Timon and Pumbaa, Elsa, and Aladdin, and so much more. Think about your favorite character. You might even want to take a moment to watch a movie or a clip on YouTube about your favorite character and think about their personality and their characteristics. You're going to want to think about these questions right here. What is your character's backstory? What was their life like before this adventure or this mystery happened to them? What type of personality does your character have? What does your character look like? Do they have a family? And most importantly, don't make them boring. Now let's take a closer look at making monsters. When making monsters, it's important to realize that you can get inspiration from well-known monsters, such as Count Dracula, werewolves, the Minotaur, and so much more. If your favorite monster is not mentioned here, feel free to look them up and think about, why are they so interesting? Why do I like them so much? And maybe you can even use some of their characteristics in your monster. These are some questions to consider when you're making your monster. Get inspiration from well-known monsters, use parts from monsters you already know, and don't make them boring. So this is an activity we are going to work on together. You are going to choose the main characters in your story and create a bubble map getting to know them better. You will need a few sheets of blank paper to do this, depending on how many main characters are in your story. So let's take a look at my main character, Willowbelle Evercalm. You will notice on my bubble map, I have different categories. So I'm looking at her values, so you will want to label your bubble map the same way. You will need 6 bubbles coming out of your bubble map. So on my first one, I have values, age, afraid of, family, goals, and look like. You're going to want to label your bubbles with these different categories. This will help you to be organized. So let's start off with what Willowbelle Evercalm looks like. So she has wavy short brown hair, green eyes, creamy brown skin, and she's beautiful. Her values are, she cares about people and animals, she's ambitious, super smart, and good sense of humor. Her age, she's 13 years old. What is Willowbelle Evercalm afraid of? Not being liked by the other kids. Her family, so she has a father and a mother. Her father is Henry Evercalm. He is a space scientist. Her mother is Vivian Evercalm. She's an astronaut, but she was lost in space. So this is a part of Willowbelle Evercalm's backstory. This is something that my reader is going to find out later on in my book, that her mom is an astronaut and there was something terrible that happened to her spaceship and she's lost in space. We don't know if she's alive or not. Also, Willowbelle Evercalm is an only child. Her goals is to be a scientist like her mom and dad and to find a true and real friend. So this kind of helps you to get an overall understanding of who Willowbelle Evercalm is as a person. So when you're writing your story, it will be a little bit easier for you to bring her to life. Another main character in my book is Apple Rose Berry Sun, also known as Mary Fullerhouse. She is the brains behind the whole town, and she's the one that's turning all the children into robots. So she's definitely a main character, and I want to make sure that I know what she looks like, her values, her age, what she's afraid of, and her goals. So what Apple Rose Berry Sun looks like, she has wavy long red hair, big brown eyes, creamy light brown skin, she's beautiful, and she's well dressed. Her values are being in control, order, and she's totally entitled. That means she feels as if she's above everyone else. Her age, she's 13 years old. What is she afraid of? People finding out what she did. She did something really bad. And I'm going to leave that as a surprise. You'll find out later on what she did. Her family is Marie Fullerhouse, and her father is Joseph Fullerhouse. Goals are to be perfect, to be the best, or whatever it is that she's doing. So this kind of gives you an idea of who Ethel Rose Berryson or Mary Fuller House is as a character, as a person, and it helps me to kind of bring her to life as I'm writing. So this is going to be a helpful tool for you. And I have one last character that I want to go over with you. So the next character we're looking at is Jordan Gyllenhaal. This character is the first friend that Willabelle Evercombe makes when she moves to the new town, and this is what he looks like. So he has short brown hair, creamy skin, he's tall and slim, large blue eyes. His values are, he values fairness and equality. His age is 14. He's afraid of being alone, and his family. In regards to his family, his parents are very busy, so we never really find out what their names are. But we do know that he has parents. He has 2 older brothers who are in college, and his goal is to be a basketball player or a CEO. So this gives us an idea of who Jordan Gyllenhaal is in the story and what he is like as a person. If you're finding it difficult creating your characters, feel free to go on YouTube and look up your favorite characters. This might help you to become inspired and make the task a lot more easier. Good luck! Thank you for watching, and happy writing!